Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of the Identity Podcast. And I'm still Mo. My name is still the same. And I have here one of my beautiful friends, and who recently also became a mom. And she's here to share our experience and also to just have a conversation about motherhood, breastfeeding. So, a round of applause wherever you're watching us from for my beautiful, my beautiful friend. Hello, Amara.
Hi,
How are
hi. Well, I'm
you?
fine,
How are you
thank
doing?
you. I'm good. You?
Good, good. I'm okay. Motherhood, stress, everything. But we're pushing through. We are
Of
pushing
course
through.
we
We
will.
have to. We have to. So, can you briefly just introduce yourself, who you are, to my beautiful audience?
My name is Amara,
Yeah.
a first-time mom
Yeah.
to a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
I'm a nurse
Mhm.
and the founder of Grace and Eden. Oh, I keep forgetting, and I have Grace and Lavish events there. Yes,
Yes,
I keep forgetting
you
that
can
part.
no. Amara has so many talents. So many talents. I think I was worrying about an event that we're going to do very soon. And if I tell you that my head was almost breaking, hey, I was like, hey, I contacted these people, they were just giving me ridiculous prices. I said, let me reach out to my dear event planner, and she just solved all the problem for me. Pa pa pa. Like I think it was just one day. Pa
Yes,
pa
I
pa
like
pa
doing
pa
those
pa.
things now.
She
I
just
like
asked
doing this.
everybody. She gave me the prices, gave me what to.
I was saying, my husband said I like admin, and so he's using me for everything admin.
Admin.
So yes, use me. Feel free. Feel free.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And you forgot to add that you have a community of beautiful moms
Yes. Yes.
about breastfeeding, which
Yeah.
has been a very great group. I belong
Yeah.
to that community, and she shares educational content, and also just to ask us how we are doing, how is breastfeeding. I remember one day you posted something on WhatsApp. I think it was like 3 a.m. You now said that it's 3 a.m. You are currently cluster feeding.
Yes.
That who
Okay.
else
So
is
I
with you?
remember.
I
Yes.
said, if I reply, I don't even know how I was feeling that day. My head was all over the place. I said, well, we are there together. Oh. I think that day I was backing my baby because
Oh
she
my
refused to sleep.
Jesus.
So I'm like, well, we are there. Oh, even that don't reply, we are here. But seeing that message, it just made me feel seen.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
like I'm not the only one awake this time. I know that usually
Yeah.
moms are awake, but when I just saw the message, I'm like, oh, I'm not the only one.
I'm
I'm not.
so glad. I'm so
Yes, yes.
glad. I'm
So
so
the
glad.
community is very helpful, and I like that. We also try to cheer each other up. Because I remember there was one person that had issues with breastfeeding, and then a lot of people were just, giving their comments and
Yes.
everything. And you
This.
would think that this kind of community exists somewhere,
Yeah.
but it doesn't.
I don't think so.
Maybe it does, but this is
No.
the first breastfeeding community that I've seen.
I really don't know if it exists somewhere because some of the people in that group
Mm.
actually came from other mom groups as well
Okay.
to join that group. So
Wait.
they had posted something. One of them had posted something about having issues with latching of her baby. Then I
Okay.
commented, told her what to do. Then I told her about the group, and then she joined. So some
Okay.
of them are from London, Manchester, all those kind of
Wow. Nice. Such a great
yes.
community.
Oh, and that day, you see that day that I think the person wrote that stuff and people were
Mm.
responding. I just said, I was like, ah, God, thank you. This is what I want this group to be
Not
for.
that,
So
not like
thank,
you
God.
alone talking,
Yes,
Abby.
yes. And I was
Yeah.
also happy, yes.
That's what a community should do, isn't it? Like try to help each other out. And I'm so glad because I'm such a fan of if I know something that will help somebody.
Yeah.
I want people to know. Like I'm always just restless. Like, have you heard about this? Have you heard about this? So
Yes.
I was just adding my friends. Like, come and see, see wonders.
Somebody called me mommy breast on Sunday.
But
Oh,
well, I think that's a good name. Maybe I should change your name to Mommy Breast.
mommy breast.
But that's such a lovely community. That's a lovely community.
Thank
So
you,
let's start
thank
from the
you.
beginning.
Okay.
Before the breastfeeding community, before Grace and Eden,
Mm.
um, how did you feel when your baby was handed over to you?
Oh
at the
my.
hospital? What was going through your
Should I
mind?
shock you?
What? Shock
The
me.
first time my baby was handed over to me, you know that skin to skin stuff?
Yeah.
They gave her to me. I just don't know how I was feeling at that moment. I
Oh.
could not, at some point I just said, her father, carry her. Because I think maybe because I had labored through the night,
Oh yeah.
then had to go through the CS. I was literally shaking. I think that
Anesthesia.
anesthesia, basically I was shaking. They had to hold my hands down. So when
Wow.
they placed on my, I just was not myself. And I was
Oh.
basically high. I told my husband I was high on drugs. For
Oh.
somebody that normally does not take drugs, you
Mm.
people will now
Loaded.
load them out. I was not myself for the
Oh.
first couple of hours.
Yeah.
But after that, I think I rested a little bit, and then when she now came, I was like, eh, this baby
Is
came out
it for
from me.
me?
Hey, Amarachi, you're now a mom.
Ah. Honestly, I think I messaged you that morning. I was just at home. I was thinking about you. I'm like, ah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm has given better. Let me just message her to just encourage her.
Yeah.
And then you said, oh, I'm giving birth. I'm like, hey, hey, oh, that's beautiful. That's
Yes,
beautiful. I
yeah.
mean, many people feel different ways
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Yeah.
For me, when they gave me the baby, I was just crying.
Oh,
I was
really?
just crying.
Oh.
I was like, baby. I was telling my husband, baby, our baby is here. Thank you, Jesus. He said, why are you crying? I said, it's tears of joy. I said, yeah, it's tears of joy. I mean, different people, but like for the next hour, I was just in awe.
Yes.
I was in awe, like, how did I go from talking to this baby in my womb to having a
Holding.
baby,
Oh
holding a
my.
baby? Motherhood is such a beautiful gift.
It is. It is. It is. I think it's the best thing that has happened to me. I would say
Oh,
yes.
that's good. That's good. So moving forward from the first moment when you were still in the hospital to now reality check when you got home. What happened? What was that transition like? What
I'll tell
happened?
you the truth.
Okay.
You see, when I got home,
Mm-hmm.
the first 2 weeks,
Mm.
I was not myself.
Mm.
I was in pain. I would say that it was blurry. I cannot remember most of the things
Most of
that
the
happened
things,
then.
yeah.
I was in pain, from
Oh,
the CS.
yes.
I was in pain from the nipple. It was hard to sit down properly. It was hard to lie down. It was hard to stand up.
Oh,
It was a whole lot. But after the first 2 weeks, I started getting myself.
okay.
Next thing you know, I went on holiday and I came back sick.
You left. You went to with your baby.
Yeah, so
Oh,
my baby, my husband, my mother, we went out.
wow.
I came back sick. Came
Oh,
back sick. I was sick for about 3 days or so, and then got myself, and we continued.
I mean, you have to continue. Is there any choice? Oh, that's so beautiful. Um, so you for 2 weeks you were not. Wow.
Naming ceremony, I was on drugs. If not, if not, no, I was in pain. I think some people would say that because it was not elective CS, my
Mm,
body felt it more
mm,
than elective CS
yeah,
people would.
I
Yeah.
think so. So, was there any moment you thought that they did not tell me this thing very well? Obviously, there are so many moments like that. Like they didn't tell me that. They didn't
Yes.
tell me that. But at what point did you feel like actually I'm very lost? Like nobody, like we used to see everybody glam up in church, your friends, like they didn't tell us anything. So what was that moment for you?
I dear sister, a whole lot.
Mm,
The major one was the breastfeeding one,
mm,
but there's this one as well. This other part of I'm working. I think first before 1 month,
mm.
I'll be working. At first, I was basically slouching because I could not stand straight to
Oh,
work. Then I'll be walking, and then my lower belly is doing like this, pakra, pakra, pakra. And then I'll be like, what is this? It felt as if it was an extra layer of skin, like
yeah,
it's not my own.
yeah.
So that's
Oh.
thing I was like, what is this thing normal? But then when it started going back, I was
Mm,
like, okay. And that's one thing, they will not tell you how your
no,
body is going to
no.
change. You know that, yes, your body will change, but you don't
Yeah.
know how exactly it's going to change.
Yeah.
And you see that breastfeeding one.
Now tell us about the breastfeeding. What happened?
Ah, ah, I wanted to breastfeed.
Mm.
Mm. Let's say, okay, before pregnancy,
Mm.
anything breastfeeding, I don't used to pay attention to it, to
Mm.
be fair,
Mm.
because it will not even come to my mind.
Mm.
Pregnancy, I
Sorry,
was,
did you think that breastfeeding will come natural?
yes,
Mm.
even though, funny enough,
Mm.
I think in that last trimester,
Mm.
I was telling my husband, I want to go for a breastfeeding class
Class. Mm.
to learn, at least to even see how you will position
The
your baby
baby. Mm.
to breastfeed. And I checked, I did not see any physical class in Southampton.
Yeah.
And then I only got one date for Southampton General for one online class.
Okay.
I booked it. Unfortunately, on that day, I was not feeling myself. So I
Okay.
could not even attend the online
Online
class.
one.
And you
Oh,
know
bless
why
you.
I actually knew I needed breastfeeding class? Was from movies. You know how these
Okay.
people that they will show, hey, it was from the movies. So I wanted to go for one. So I could not attend any of those classes.
Mm.
Then I gave birth. In my head, okay, it's still
It
not going
should.
to be. It should be natural.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now let us breastfeed baby. I'll put baby. They'll tell me no, that's not the right way. They'll now be pushing like
Is
is
it in the
it?
hospital?
Yes. They
Wow.
will now be pushing her head. The way they will just lift the breast, push. I'll be like, even the way they are holding the baby's head
It
to
shouldn't
me,
be
it
that
should
hard.
not be.
It's
It
not
should
that
not be
deep. It
like
shouldn't be
that.
that hard.
I was like, okay. Another thing, milk was not coming out at that point.
Mm.
I never thought that milk will not come out, you
Mm.
know. So they now told me, just little drops. Like if you press, just little drop. They now told me that one drop like that is enough for her for 24 hours. I said it's a lie. Because you could, she was literally sucking,
Mm.
trying to suck something.
Mm.
And then you say one drop is enough. I told my husband was like, no, now that cannot be right. He went to talk to them. Oh. At the end of the day, to be honest, we had to give her formula
Okay.
in
Mm.
hospital. And we were still trying to establish breastfeeding. It
Mm.
was still difficult. They could not, and in all those things, to be honest, nobody offered me any
Extra
infant.
help.
Yeah, so it was just the normal, the midwives coming
Yeah.
to help me to latch baby and all. And
Mm.
because of the scar, she could only be on the pillow and all
Yeah.
those stuff. So even with all those things, they did not tell me, oh, there is an infant feeding team that can come and see
Help.
you,
Wow,
or they have
really?
a lactation consultant that can help you. None
They
of
told
those
me maybe
things.
because they knew I was a nurse from the beginning.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
From the beginning, I
They
let
did
them.
not
I'm
tell
a nurse, so
me.
don't please don't try rubbish with me. I'm a nurse. My husband is a nurse. Both of us were nurses.
I did not tell them. I hardly
Uh,
tell people I'm a nurse, actually.
I don't like telling people, but
Yes.
because of what I've heard in
Yeah.
about maternity and about black people going to give birth and them not giving accurate care
Yeah.
to black women, I said I was going to tell them. So from the onset, even when they were trying to set line for me, I told them. They asked me where do I work? I said I work in acute oncology, so that you know that I set line every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I give allowance for when you. I don't always get people's
Yeah.
line,
Yeah.
but I just wanted them to know that I know what is right. So if you do what is wrong,
Yes.
sorry to cut you.
No, me, I
Yeah,
just let them just continue.
yeah.
But the one that I know is going to be harmful to either me or my baby
Mm.
or whoever I'm with,
You
I will
talk
not
about,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah. So when they didn't offer me any of those things, and me and
Wow.
my baby were still trying to establish breastfeeding and all. But before I left, a little bit was coming out, but it
Mm.
was still painful. And I'll tell them it's painful. They'll be like, position her this way, do this, do that, and that was it. And I left. I think I gave birth on Monday and
Mm.
I left Tuesday evening.
This
And
following day.
yes, so they gave us this discharge folder with the infant feeding
My
team
sister,
number.
plenty information
Seriously.
without
Mm.
actually speaking to you. I'm like, why? Like, I just think that because I worked in obstetric and gynecology when I
Yeah.
was in Nigeria and pediatrics, so I knew a lot about this thing, and I
Okay.
know how we always stress the importance of breastfeeding and positioning.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
the woman will not leave until we have taught you A to Z
Oh,
about, I'm
really?
telling you, about how to
Okay.
position your baby,
Yeah.
about, maybe because it was a private hospital, private hospital, they are paying
Maybe.
for all the
All those
services.
things. Yes, yes.
So we would tell them, oh, this is the different style, this is what you do. So maybe that's what I was expecting. Do you know the nurse just came, gave me like plenty paper with
Yeah.
different barcodes to say, if you want more information, go and read.
To be honest, you see that thing? It's not good.
It's
They
not.
need to change it.
Yeah.
Because I asked my midwife before I even gave birth,
Mm.
even colostrum, because I wanted to gather colostrum for the first days or for the first week.
Yeah.
How do I get it? They sent me to go and read about it. I went, I read it. I tried to collect. I could not even do it because it was hard.
It's
How do I
hard.
manipulate
It's
that
a
little syringe?
syringe.
Like it was hard. So even going home, and to be funny enough,
Mm.
when I was struggling at home, I called that number. You see that breastfeeding number
Mm.
that I called it, went to voicemail. First
Really?
time, second time, I was like, at that point, I was just fed up. And I did not know about all this NCT, La
What's the
League.
NCT?
So NCT is like a charity, but they
Okay.
focus on breastfeeding. They really,
Really?
yes,
I
they're very
didn't know
good. They're in
that.
different cities in the UK. They are very
Really?
large, yes, and a whole lot of other ones. I started finding out about them when I was now looking for courses to do for breastfeeding.
Imagine.
So see, I had to figure out everything on
Everything.
my own.
Oh,
I
bless
did not
you.
get any professional help at all. And then the ladies I will speak to, like I'll call this person and be like, this is what I'm going through now. They'll be like, oh, I had this thing, but maybe try this, try that. That was how I was managing. That was how I was
So how did
managing.
you now move from that to getting like accurate information, like actually now breastfeeding, now enjoying breastfeeding?
Oh, my dear sister, it's a long story. I was reading. I read. You see me and Google and
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. We were friends.
Oh.
See me, I'll be whispering. You think I'm talking to somebody. I'm sending voice messages to ChatGPT. We were friends. I was reading it, and then my sister gave birth the same year,
Okay.
but few months earlier. Even
Okay.
though she did not do exclusive, she did some breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding.
So when I talked to her, she would tell me, and my mom was also there as well to
Okay.
help. So when I had damaged nipples,
Mm.
I did not even know how to manage it. What I did was try and error. Let me be honest.
Oh, really?
Because I just started. So as long as I don't feel pain, I was alternating it.
Mm.
Once this breast is healed, maybe we start sucking this one. And then I wait for this one to heal. But before this one now fully healed, we basically, I don't know how, but we got the hang of it. And that was
Oh,
it.
that's so good.
And we continued like that till she refused to suck breast again.
She did?
Yeah, so now a fully exclusively pumping mommy.
So she doesn't take.
No,
Why?
I
Is
don't
there
know.
any reason? Did you ask it for any professional help? Or?
My baby thinks my breast is for playing. That's the problem. She will put her mouth. The milk will enter.
And
She
then,
will suck it.
mm.
Then she start chewing my nipple. So that's the thing. Yeah, I said, you cannot be biting my nipple like this. And as she's chewing it, she's smiling. Even when I'm saying, it's painful, it's painful, she's smiling. And I'm like, you know what? We are done.
So you just pump now and.
Yes, I now pump. When she sees it now, she will play with it. She will
Mm.
even scratch it, but she will not suck from it.
Wow, that's a lot of. I'm so sorry you had to go through all of that.
My
I didn't
dear.
even know. I
But
didn't even know what was. I was just asking, how are you? How are you doing? How are you? I should have asked her. I feel
but
very
how will
bad
it?
now.
No, no, no. I think normally you won't be asking those kind of questions
Yeah.
because even people that, to be honest, I think the questions I ask people now
Mm.
is because I've gone through the same experience. When I
Okay.
did not have a baby, I would just ask if you, oh, how are you? Congratulations
Yeah.
on the birth of your baby. What else do I know is going on to her? So
Exactly.
no, no,
Yeah.
it's not.
Because now that I'm a mom, I feel like I can better support a new mom. I
Yes,
know what they're going through.
yes,
I know what gift will mean a lot to them.
yeah,
I know, like, it's just because if you've never been there, you don't truly know.
That's true.
You don't truly
That's
know.
true.
That
That's true.
that's a lot
And
we went
I
through.
think is very important, because one thing I started doing now is, if I'm available whilst you're still in hospital, you give birth, I'll come and see you in the hospital
Oh,
and bring you either food or something to eat, or just so that, because I know those things are really nice. You brought
yeah.
me something to eat in the hospital, and I got some other things to eat, and it was
It
just
was,
nice.
yes.
My mommy was around, yes, but because she had spent time with me in the labor
Labor
ward,
ward.
waiting
She
for
was
the theater and
tired.
all, she was tired and she was there. But people cooked food and brought, so she did not need to now start going home to cook. So since then, give birth if I'm available,
Food.
and I
Food.
know
I
I will try and cook.
honestly,
And
I talked about in my other episode. I said one of the things that's interesting thing about motherhood was women supporting women for me.
yes.
Because also when I gave birth, I'll just wake up like I'm still even sleeping, like maybe 7 o'clock. Somebody has brought pap, somebody has brought this, somebody. And
Yes.
then my friend, my best friend, she stays in the hospital. I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time in the hospital, but she would stay till like 11, 12 before
Oh,
she leaves.
yeah.
And to think that she has her
Her own
own baby.
baby.
I think her baby was
Oh.
like, is it 5 months or 4 months? But she
Oh.
will stay. She will leave her baby with maybe her husband, because babies are
Yes.
not allowed in
Yeah.
the this thing. She will stay till they'll be like, please go now. I'm fine. Please go now. I'm fine now. I'm fine. Ah, no.
Seriously, sisterhood
One of the greatest
is
things. One of the
yes,
greatest,
is very,
and
very
that's
good.
why the International Women's Day. The theme for this year is give to gain,
Okay.
and it basically means that as women, if we give, I mean, there's so many explanations, but this is how I understand it. The value that we give to another woman or to the society, we will eventually reap it. We will
Yeah.
eventually gain it. Do you
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
Because if you're helping me to become a better person, I'm in a better headspace.
Yeah.
I'm taking care of a child that will maybe eventually grow up. Not maybe, will eventually grow
Yeah.
up to be your friend, your daughter's friend.
Yeah,
You
of
know,
course.
and do you
Of
understand? Like,
course. Yeah.
the more we give, the more we gain.
Yeah.
And I look at the women even in the Bible that gave their all, like Deborah, that gave, she was a prophetess and she even led the Israelites to battle and they won. The more we give, the more we gain.
Yeah.
And women are truly the bedrock. I saw on on somebody's Instagram. My name is Maxi Jisa. She's just somebody that shares a journey of how she lost postpartum weight.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
she used to be very slim and then she gained a lot of
Oh,
weight.
okay.
And then people, you know how people body shame people now, and they say, you have not lost weight. You have not lost
Oh
weight.
my
If I
goodness
catch you,
me.
if you ask me that question, if I catch you,
A lot of people have asked me. Sometimes I just ignore. I'll not answer. They'll be like, when are you going to lose this weight that you've? I'll be like,
what do you
okay.
mean? What
If
do
it,
you mean?
if it's a WhatsApp message,
Mm,
I see it. I'm not responding to you
why would you say something like
because
that?
it's weird.
Because I think about it this way. It took me 9 months to gather all this weight. And then another extra month because I'm breastfeeding. You had more weight. Because when I first gave birth, I wasn't this, I didn't add a lot of weight. But when I started exclusively breastfeeding, I started adding weight. I was like,
You know,
well, that's it. That's life.
you
It
know,
is what it is.
you know, they say breastfeeding
Breastfeeding.
will help you lose weight.
That it's a lie.
Let me know. Well,
It's a lie.
it's a
Eh,
lie because I cannot. I'm
but
not experiencing it.
But maybe because I've heard of some people that when they breastfeed they lose weight. Maybe it's different
Maybe
body.
their body.
Maybe,
Yeah,
yeah. But I've not seen a lot of people like
I've
that.
not seen it. When I see it, I'll believe it.
Because
I used to. Is
I'm just adding weight anyhow. I'm just adding weight in different places.
I was hoping. I was like, I will lose weight. Let me just be breastfeeding. And then when my mommy will be like, Amarchi, you're not eating. You're a breastfeeding woman. You need to eat to replenish what you're giving your
Yeah.
baby. I'll be like, I'm not hungry. In my head, okay, as I'm not hungry and I'm breastfeeding, I'll be
You'll be
losing
losing
weight.
weight.
Yeah. Sorry.
You
Sorry.
honestly, motherhood is a lot, and I think that people should desist from asking women when they will lose their weight,
Yeah.
because already you're already feeling insecure
Yeah.
about yourself, because who doesn't want to go back to how they
Seriously.
were before pregnancy?
Seriously.
Like, my skin is a lot different, I'm darker, my neck is still dark. If you look at it very well, my face and my neck don't rhyme. I'm still, I'm a lot darker. I'm trying to manage myself, and then somebody say,
And then someone is adding to it.
you have not lost all this weight. If, now, I think I just make joke out of it. I say, if there's somebody say, I say my baby's getting fat, I'm getting fat. We're getting fat together. She's getting fed, I'm getting fat.
I
Because
will copy that your method. I'll
because
copy it.
if I have a healthy baby, I think that's what is more
Yes.
important for me,
Yeah.
and a healthy self,
That's
because
true.
we have to be like healthy
Yeah.
ourselves. So I mean, we can always lose all these body fats
Of
later,
course.
but it's not just about body fat. The hormones are at work as well.
Yes.
So the hormones, they do a lot of, they don't do good. Most of those our female hormones, they don't do
They
good
are
to
not
us.
nice to us at all.
They're not very nice hormones, but everybody wants to look good. So stop body shaming somebody
Yes.
that just gave birth. It's not good.
Do not
It's
body
not good.
shame us.
So your passion for the Grace and Eden and the breastfeeding community came out from,
From that experience. Yes.
and you just kicked off.
Yeah.
What were you scared to start? Were you, what happened? How did you
Oh,
become a breastfeeding peer support? Is it
so
support worker, or how do you,
supporter. So
supporter?
certified breastfeeding peer supporter.
Jesus, my
So
sister with plenty heart.
I was I was searching for courses to do. At first I said, you know what, I'm going to go and look into lactation consultancy,
Mm,
because that was the only one I knew
mm,
about.
mm,
Then in my quest to, do that, I saw the price, the long hours, and everything in between. And I'm the kind of person that I want to practice what I'm learning.
mm.
I just don't want it to be
Learn.
online. So, and I feel like for that course, I need to give you my time. So I started looking for, I then saw different other options,
Mm.
like the supporter, there is the breastfeeding counselor, that one also takes time as
Okay.
well. So I just decided to go for the breastfeeding peer supporter one, because at least you can support to
Yeah.
some extent,
Yeah.
and then you can then signpost
To
to
people.
other
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I paid for that one and I did it. It was how many hours course? I cannot even remember. But it was for a span of, it could be for a span of either 8 to 16 weeks.
Jesus.
So
Jesus.
I tried my best to do it. When did I even start that course? I cannot remember again, but it was last year. And I will do it each time my baby is sleeping at
Oh,
night. That's the time I
wow.
will sit down and be
Give it up.
reading. I'll be reading.
A woman.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'll sit down, read, do the assignments, because that one was fully online. So do the assignments. You can even join the Zoom meeting. The Zoom meeting never ends, even till
Wow.
now that we're done.
Really?
Yes, you can either join anyone that they are doing. So that was, I think, the day I finished the last one and did my last assessment. I was like, yes, I've done it.
Mm.
And I was proud.
No, you should be. You should be proud.
So that was,
You'd be proud.
yeah, that was how I got certified. And I will still do that lactation consultancy. I will leave nursing. I'll leave nursing for them.
But it's still helping people, because that's the bulk of what we do in nursing. Is
Yeah,
help people. It's
yeah.
at your core, helping people. It's at our core. In the church is welfare, hospitality. That's our core. Always trying to help people, and that's really, really
Do you
amazing.
know, I used to tell, so one thing my husband, when we were still dating, he asked me, what is your passion? I told him helping people, especially children.
Mm,
And because for some reason, I don't know, whenever you see children,
mm,
you see the elderly,
mm,
whenever I see them, there's this kind of, especially if I see them struggling, there's this kind of compassion that I used to
mm.
feel.
That's
So
good.
I was like, when this one started, when basically I started learning and then started supporting people, one day I just sat down, I was like, I found it though. This is it.
Oh,
That's just it, because
that that's so beautiful.
oh, Shaila,
That's so
Well,
beautiful.
that yeah, that's
Because I've known you for like over 4 years, 4 years now, and one experience that stood out for me about you was when we used to serve together at food bank.
uh
Uh-huh. So the food bank is one of our charity, like a give back to the society in our church. We give food to people that want it. So on that day, there's this man that used to come without shoe. Do you remember? This man usually come to the food bank without shoes on his feet. So I think the next day or the next week, you bought a
Yeah.
pair of shoe. She bought a pair of shoe for this man. I was so touched by. You see, I did not forget.
Oh,
I
this
was
is.
so touched. I was like, no, 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 no. This is outstanding. Like this is beyond. This is not. This is just. It's more than just handing food to somebody. It's actually looking at someone and say, you need more than food. You
Oh,
need something. And you know, many people have passion for different things, but your passion is helping,
yes.
and you know it. And I'm so happy, I'm so glad that you're supporting breastfeeding mom. Don't stop doing it,
Oh no, I don't think I'll
because I'm
ever
still going to
stop.
give birth
I don't
again.
think I'll ever stop, because it's
Hmm.
even on Sunday in church. At some point, I was literally outside
Hmm.
talking to people. They were asking me questions. Oh,
Oh.
this. Okay, my next one. What is this one happened during this one? Do you think it's going to happen again? Like different questions. I
Oh.
literally stood there and I was talking, and I enjoy it actually. I
Oh.
enjoy doing it. So
That's
no,
so
I
good.
am not stopping.
That's good.
I'm not
That's good. Keep
stopping.
it. We're rooting for
Thank
you.
you.
And Grace and Eden is going to go beyond. It's going to go global in the name
Amen.
of Jesus. If you don't know,
Amen.
Grace and Eden
Amen.
is from a passion of all those breastfeeding experiences that she had. And she launched the business Grace and Eden, and she has product like breast pad, or breast pad and
Breast, yeah, milk
breast milk
storage bag.
storage bag. So please support my sister, Grace and Eden. She has a website, Grace and Eden.
GraceEden.co.uk.
Yes, and get something, buy something from her, because she's doing a lot. And this is what NHS should be doing, but they're not doing it. Or maybe they're doing it, but we don't know where they are. Please support. The more you buy from her, the more she's able to support other women, in the community, like myself. She's supporting me. Do you understand? So at
Yes.
this point, we're going to be talking about breastfeeding and some questions about breastfeeding, actually, or some of the myths. I think we've already said this, but there's this thing that says breastfeeding comes naturally to every man,
It's a lie, oh. A
to
big
every
lie.
mom.
It's a lie. A big lie. Because I think you need to know positioning. It
Mm,
matters. Especially with, when you give birth to twins, the positioning is different.
mm,
When you give birth via CS, the
it's
positioning is
different.
different because you need to
Yeah.
be comfortable.
We don't think about that, do we?
No,
We
we
don't think
don't.
about CS, and when you have multiple babies, you
Yes.
don't. Wow.
So I think it's not natural. It's something that is learned. You learn it either on the journey or basically either attending classes
Mm-hmm.
but no, or via practice. It
Yeah.
doesn't come naturally.
Doesn't come
Some
naturally.
people might have found it easy that
Mm.
they gave birth to a baby and the baby latched easily
Yeah.
like that.
Mm.
That's good, but it doesn't come
It
naturally.
doesn't come
No, no,
naturally.
no.
Okay. Um, Another saying is, if it hurts, you just have to push through.
Lie. It's a lie.
Okay. Okay.
If it's hurting. So there is, when you're breastfeeding,
Mm.
let's say you put baby to breast
Mm.
and it hurts for that beginning period and then it stops
Mm.
and you can hear baby swallowing and
Mm.
it's just tugging on the
Yeah.
nipple. Fine. But what if that pain continues?
There's a
Something is
problem.
wrong. Yes.
Mm.
The
What could be the
latching
problem?
it could be latching, it will majorly be latching issues.
Okay.
It could be baby is not latched properly. And because baby is not latching properly, you will feel pain and baby is not going to get enough milk as well.
Yeah. What is the long-term implication of constantly feeling pain and ignoring it? Like, when you put baby to breast and you constantly feel pain for so long, what are the complications or what's the long
You're
term?
going to have damaged nipples.
Mm.
Because that's when basically your skin is going to open, you will either bleed, you will look at your nipple will be looking like shredded cabbage, you know. So it's actually, and also having that pain for a long time means your baby is not latching as well. So your baby is also not getting enough, either the amount of milk they're supposed to get, the milk is not being removed effectively. So baby is not getting enough food, you're feeling pain, milk is there. And I think I've talked about that feedback inhibitor of lactation. So
On a page.
yes, on my
Go and
Instagram.
see it.
Yes. So basically, baby is not removing milk. Milk is staying there. Your brain is like, and it keeps staying. Your brain is like, there is milk there, so there's no point of producing this thing. Your supply will now reduce. So all those things that one pain can affect all these other things.
I remember
Yeah.
there's somebody that posted on the community group that said that she started, what was her experience, that she was feeling, I think, feverish, and is
Yeah.
that like also some of the complication of like
Yeah, so those are there are common issues with breastfeeding that can happen. So it could be blocked dots. Basically, either one of the dots in your breast gets blocked, and then milk starts pooling. And if you feel it, it will be hard.
hard?
Yes.
Okay.
So it could be one of those things. And if you don't actually do something about it, it could blow up to become mastitis.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it is literally inflammation. So those are the things that can actually cause those feverish symptoms.
Yeah.
You feel hot, tender, redness. But for black people, now we have melanin color,
Did you
so you
feel all
don't
of that
see.
as well?
I've experienced that one too. It was
You have seen it all.
my dear sister. That one came as a shock to me. Just one day, we were planning to go to my brother-in-law's house. Next thing, letdown was happening, and it was severely painful, like extremely painful. Before you know it, I started feeling feverish. I touched my breast. It was hard. It was red. Oh, I had to take medication before we left. If not, I would not have. Well, let me not. I would not have survived that easily. But yes,
God
you
saw
get
you
what?
through.
Yes, yes.
Another saying is that babies should feed on strict schedule.
Well, they would say have a schedule, but I would say, or some evidence to say, look at your baby and not the clock. Because even if you put your baby on a 2 hour schedule each time, every 2 hours, every 2 hours, and your baby wants to eat before 2 hours, and you're like, no, it's every
2 hours.
I don't believe. Look at your baby. If your baby is hungry, feed the baby. And to be honest, sometimes baby don't take breast because they are hungry. They just want that bonding,
Therapy.
that closeness. So is look at your baby and feed your baby while trying to have the schedule, but
Yeah. So look at your baby and not the clock.
yes,
Clock it.
yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Millennials acting like Gen Z.
Okay. There is one story I would like you to just give your expert opinion. You're experts now. You know more than us, so we don't know anything. We're just feeding. I thank God because my baby Joe, when she came out, she just latched immediately.
You're one of the lucky ones.
She just latched immediately. I'm like, hey God, thank you. you know,
Okay.
let me look for this story.
Disclaimer, I'm not yet an expert like that.
But your advice
Okay.
as a peer supporter.
Okay.
Is that what you call it? I keep
Yes.
forgetting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a new mom says her baby wants to breastfeed almost every hour. She's worried that her milk isn't enough because the baby never seems satisfied and always want to feed again shortly after. What could be happening in this situation?
So it's a couple of things. It could be cluster feeding,
Okay.
but
What's cluster feeding? They don't know. Do you know? Oh, yeah.
so basically, like cluster feeding, baby feeding regularly,
Okay.
that's what cluster feeding is. But it
And
doesn't
is it
happen.
normal?
It's normal. And it doesn't happen all the time. So that's why I said it could be, because it doesn't say if it's happening just for a period of time and then baby goes back to normal feeding. So let's say that baby feeds normally every 2 hours.
Mm.
Then on this particular day or 2 days, baby wants to feed regularly and all. It could be cluster feeding.
Okay.
But if that baby has never fed every 2 hours like that, and every time baby is trying to take
Mm.
the
Feed.
breast or trying to feed, then you could start looking at, is this baby getting enough
Enough.
milk? Because that's when you will now start looking at, okay, the diaper,
Mm.
see how much baby is passing,
Yeah.
all those kind of stuff. Because if your baby is continuously trying to feed, I think it should raise alarm bells. If it's not cluster feeding, if it's the other one I'm talking about now, it should raise alarm bells like, is this baby actually getting enough milk? And then get support. But if it's cluster feeding is
It's absolutely
absolutely normal.
normal.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you for gracing this podcast. I feel so honored. I feel so blessed to have my friend and my sister to join me on this podcast.
Thank you.
One last question before you go. How does a typical day look for you now that you're a mom?
Okay. I think everything I do is around my baby.
Mm-hmm.
Because we wake up, whether I'm hungry or not, I will feed her first,
Mm,
make sure she's okay.
mm,
Then I will either start looking for something to eat, and depending on the time, I will start pumping.
mm.
So maybe by the time I'm done to even eat, sometimes I'm eating in the afternoon or mid afternoon.
Yeah,
Everything I do now is basically around
around the
her. We
baby.
are going out. I'm looking for a place that is baby
Baby
friendly,
friendly.
all those kind
Hey,
of stuff.
this is our
And
life now,
oh my
Amara.
goodness.
Yeah, you know, I think one of the first shock to me was that I have to wear a clothes. I have to, dress up in a way that it will allow me to feed the baby.
Yes,
So everywhere I'm going, I'm thinking about,
the best
is this
clothes to wear.
button I can button down? No. This motherhood journey,
It's nice,
it
you.
is not for the
When
weak.
when she was still taking the breast, everything I was buying, it had to have buttons
Button.
so that I can easily remove it,
Yeah,
or it will be large so that it can easily be lifted up. And then she
I'm
was, oh
telling
my
you.
goodness.
Do you when you were breastfeeding, and did you feel um a certain way when you were breastfeeding in public?
No, do you know? Funny enough, I don't think I ever
Do
breastfed
you
in
know, I don't
public.
actually care.
I feel like I will not care
I don't care. I
because
went to the baby group today.
yeah,
Then there was a man that was hovering around because we were the first person there. I don't even see you. I mean, I try to
yes,
compose myself as much as possible.
yes.
But when my baby's crying and she wants to eat, I'm not thinking about it. I'm not saying we should go and do that, too,
Me, I'm of the
But
opinion that you should not care.
me, actually, I don't care because if my baby's crying, that's the only thing
Yes.
that matters to me. Do you understand? I mean, I try to, compose and everything, but
To be honest, I feel like there's a part of our brain that is wired to just ignore
attend
everything
and
else and
attend to
attend to
the
your
baby.
baby.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I will always say this. I think I've commented this kind of thing on people's posts on Instagram when they post something that is very relatable.
Mm.
I'll be like, to be honest, there's this kind of love.
Mm.
Huh? There was a day I sat down, I was like, is this kind of love that God has for us?
Yes,
Because
yes, yes.
Jesus, Jesus.
It is deep, and also that maternal instinct that you have.
Yes.
When I first gave birth to my baby, the first 6 weeks, I will wake up like 15 minutes before my baby will wake up. I will just wake up.
Really?
Nothing will wake me. I'll wake up and I know that she's almost waking up. Honestly, God just
God is
designed us in such a way
yes.
that we're everything the baby needs.
Yes.
And even when the baby is sick, breastfeed
Yes.
component changes to make sure that the
Yeah.
baby gets
Yeah.
enough. But if we continue like this, we will not end this conversation. Maybe I'll bring you back again another time to come and complete this breastfeeding. So if you have any question, drop it in the comment section, and then I will send it to her, or she'll come back and answer it by herself. In the meantime, follow her on Instagram, Grace and Eden on Instagram, and she has a community. If you know a new mom that needs support In fact, if you don't need support, or you have experience that you can use to help other people, you're very much welcome. Am I speaking your mind?
Yes,
You're very
yes.
much welcome to join that group, and God bless you. So, like, share, subscribe. What else do we always say? Comment.
Comments, yeah.
And I'll see you next time. Mwah, mwah, mwah.